Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Erin binti Abdul Salam, metric number 269627.
My name is Siti Nuzulaika binti Jazmi with number metric 2734446.
Muhammad Latif bin Zulkifli. My metric number is 269961.
I am Nurul Fazira Hanim binti Ahmad Fauzi, metric number 270479.
My name is Siti Nulena binti Juhari and my metric number is 270415, and today we are going to talk about cloud computing adoption for education sector in Malaysia.
Firstly, the introduction. Cloud computing is defined as an internet-based computing technology or a platform to store all of our data. It can be accessed with the help of internet connection. Based on the selected topic, we are focusing the adoption of cloud computing service in education sector. The cloud computing is good because cloud computing makes it easy for user to find, collect, and share the data by using their latest mobile gadgets. Next, I will explain about the characteristic. First characteristic is on-demand service, which is users are freely to use any application that consists cloud computing service. Next is broad network access, which is user can use the cloud computing service anywhere, anytime with the help of internet connections. Next is easy maintenance. Easy maintenance means the founder administration of the cloud computing encourage the user to update their server for more information security. Next is availability. Availability is including the extra space to store customers or users' data. Next is security. Security means the founder of or the administration of cloud computing will make sure that the information or the data that users store is safe from hacker and damage. Next is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis has 4 sections, which is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. First is the strength. By using cloud computing, the users can decreasing the cost of filing or delivering the data to any recipient, and the cloud computing is also remote access. It also has unlimited storage, and the information is safe. The next is the weakness. The weakness of cloud computing is it use internet bandwidth, and next is unknown data location and integration with existing application that collaborate with cloud computing server. Next, the third one is opportunities, which is by come up this cloud computing idea, the founder administration can have a worldwide client, and it also easy to manage, and the users can access the cloud computing server by using wireless technology. Lastly is threats. This threat can exist if there were any problem caused by the supplier, or any user data was lost, and any people that have unwillingness to change to try the new way and just use to the old way.
Technology adoption for education is a technology that is used in a society that can also be referred as acceptance and integration. as we keep on updating on a new technology, that is why that technology adoption is very important for everyone. So this technology adoption for education can be divided by two, which is a higher and a lower. A higher educational is can be said as a college student and a secondary educational, and for the lower is a primary school and a junior school. Technology adoption is very important this day for the higher educational, because everything they did in a college was really related with a technology. For example, they must be submitted their assignment and doing their coursework assessment by doing it online, and must be using an technology that is something like editing and using Microsoft Word, Excel, and many more. For a lower educational, they need to be exposed with this technology adoption this day, because this will become their advantages for them when they are going to a colleges and when they are going to a secondary school, because they might use technology in their daily schoolwork.
Education system in Malaysia helps as a medium to develop the country. It is managed by the Ministry of Education, MOE. There are 5 levels of education. The first level is preschool. There are 2 types of preschool, government preschool or private preschool. The second level is primary school. There are 4 types of primary school, government primary school, private primary school, religion primary school, and special education primary school. The government primary school can be divided into 2, vernacular school or national school. The private primary school is self-funded by the private management. The religion primary school, the most common is Islamic religious school. By the end of the year 5, the student have to sit for UPKK. For the government preschool, the year 6 student have to sit for UPSR, where the result is used to apply for secondary school. And for the special education primary school, it is a primary school that is specialized for students with disabilities. The third level for education is the secondary education level. It can be divided into 2 parts, which is lower secondary level and upper secondary level. The lower secondary level have students which enroll from Form 1 to Form 3. By the end of Form 3, they will sit for PMR, or it's already been replaced by PT3. For the upper secondary level, there are students from Form 4 until Form 5. By the end of Form 5, they will sit for Malaysian Education Certificate, CJ Perdana Malaysia or SPM. The fourth education level is post-secondary education. This level is important because we have to gain certificate so we can further our study in the higher education level. There are many types of education during this level. For example, matriculation, foundation, diploma, and so on. Malaysian University English Test or MUET is taken during this level. The fifth or the last education level is the higher education level, which is ministered under the Ministry of Higher Education. It can be divided into 2, which is undergraduate and postgraduate. The program for undergraduate is bachelor degree, while the program for postgraduate is master and PhD. Students can further their studies in the higher education level into the government university, IPTA, or private university, IPTS, or continuing study abroad.
The next is cloud computing in Malaysian education sector. There are 2 type of education that we practice in Malaysian, which is Malaysian highest institution and the second Malaysia lowest institution. So the first Malaysia highest institution is cloud computing has become insignificant to enrich teaching and learning process. Their use of cloud technology encourage independent learning in the student community. Malaysian education sector has set up a cloud computing infrastructure at this offers several advantages. This includes a reduced cost of ICT infrastructure, improved communication among the higher institution, easier sharing of data, upgrading individual libraries to an enterprise library system, and integrating research-related activity. It also possible to set up single education portal for Malaysia at a lower cost than if portal had been set up for individual universities such as UUM. UUM has their own portal to student and lecturer or staff use. The Malaysian government has taken the first step by implementing cloud computing for the federal ministries. There are 20 higher education institutions across. The government spends substantial sums of money to set up and maintain separate ICT infrastructure for each university. In addition, Google Educational Application is an example, while Google Apps includes many applications for education, such as Gmail, Calendar, Google Drive, Google Document, Google Spreadsheet, Google Slide, Google Site, and Google Translate. All of these are among the most commonly used apps in education. Google Apps for education. Google Apps, which include many more applications, is a cloud course solution that can be used in educational course. The second type of education sector in Malaysian is Malaysian lowest education. In the early stage of high school education in Malaysia, students were also exposed to the use of cloud computing, which is the government have introduced one subject where is information technology and communication at grade 1 since high school. This subject is specifically designed to provide familiarity with a broad range of information technologies and how they are used basically. Next, an understanding of frameworks and planning techniques for the strategic management of cloud-based information system in organization. The ability to critically evaluate and apply appropriate strategies and techniques to the development of cloud computing technologies. From that, the teachers start to use any infrastructure of cloud computing at school, such as PC, to do some presentation or group tasks. Mostly, they use Microsoft as a basic to learn. It is more through Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Word. After that, in this 21st century, mostly the teachers will choose more effective methods of learning, like showing videos through WhatsApp Messenger a day before learning process beginning, so that cloud computing is also been exposed to the students since middle school.
First of all, the main purpose for this assignment was to find out about cloud computing adoption for the education sector in Malaysia. Cloud computing is a general form used to refer to a class of network-based computing where a program or application turn on a connected server or services rather than on a local computing device such as PC, tablet, or smartphone. Cloud computing considered as a model of provisioning comprising of essential characteristics, service model, and deployment model. Essential characteristics such as broad network access, rapid elasticity, measured service, on-demand self-service, and resources pooling. Service models such as software as a service, platform as a service, network as a service, infrastructure as a service. Cloud service models can be deployment models such as public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud. For the evolution of the cloud computing, the first presented by American computer scientist John McCarthy and JCR leader that delivering computing resources through the use of the public network. The educational system in Malaysia had many challenges and issues. The education sector suffers from small and big issues such as unequipped classroom, insufficient qualified staff, low standard and unstable policies. The use of this technology was very good and the cost is very efficient and it's suitable for education nowadays. Cloud computing allows for delivery of qualitative education, enhance access to quality educational materials, reduce the cost of investment through the elimination of locally hosted infrastructure, and will solve the future scalability and sustainability demand of education in the digital era. Moreover, students nowadays are more attracted toward advanced technologies rather than traditional classroom teachings. This shows that cloud computing is very necessary for every educational institution because of it easy to use, easy to access, with high security level, shareability, compatibility, and availability to transferring data. And it also shows that this cloud computing plays an important role in improving the interest of study atmosphere in different ways.
So, a conclusion for this cloud computing adoption for educational is that we can save costs, simplify our everyday life, and the importance of technology adoption in the future. We can say that it is a safe course because by using this technology, students will be using their iPad, notebook, and laptop. So they doesn't need to buy books, so they can save money and they can get any information for the internet from the internet, so they doesn't really need to buy a book. Next is simplify their everyday life, which is that when they are using this technology, they does not need to brought their heavy books with them, and they are only need to carry their iPad to do their works anytime and anywhere. Okay, for the last is the importance of technology adoption in the future. So everything in the future will be connected with a digital technology. That is why that people really need to learn how to use the technology. So they won't be any problem in the future for them to use a technology.